Hi everyone, George here, and it's day 2 at the Aquatic Experience here in New Jersey, USA. I'm on the AGA, Aquatic Gardeners Association stand right now, and they've organised, in conjunction with Fluval, who are the main sponsors of this event, the live aquascaping event. So there's 2 categories, the large and the nano. I'm going to take you through all of the scapes, see what you think, and pay attention because I'm going to ask you at the end, what's your favourite? Let's go. So here's the first tank. More of a biotope, I would say. Just using, looks like twisted Vallis Neria torta, I think, and fine kind of sandy substrate. We've got some beautiful dwarf neon rainbow fish, and yeah, different style. There's some floating plants on there as well. Not sure what species they are actually, I have to ask what they are. So the tanks themselves, as I say, all sponsored by Fluval, and the whole contest is organised by the awesome guys of the Aquatic Gardeners Association. Do check them out, check out their website, and they do an awesome international contest every year where people sending in photos. And you can enter, I think it's 5 or 6 categories now, so worth looking into that. It's free to enter, so I would, really suggest, if you're into aquascaping, then do consider entering contests. They are a really great way to develop your hobby, give you a sense of focus and motivation, and I think it's a really great thing. So here's the second tank in the large category. I'll try and get some interviews later with some of the contestants. And it's more of a diorama style aquascape, but it's very interesting. Some lovely rock work here, nice graded gravels. Unfortunately the water is a little cloudy. We've got some very small variety of Anubias there. We've got some Riccia on these pads, look like almost like little trees. They've got little branches underneath. And then Manzanita wood by the look of it, and some Sirius stone. But an impressive aquascape. Like I say, it's just a shame that the water's slightly cloudy. Hopefully it'll clear up by the judging. I am one of the judges, so we'll be doing an in-depth analysis in my own time later on as a panel of judges. I think myself, Luis Navarro from Aquarium Design Group, and the author and biotope and plant specialist expert Crystal Kasselman from Germany. So here's the third layout. Beautiful aquascape, very much Indonesian style, I would say, with the heavy use of hardscape and twigs, etc. This is a very trendy style right now in aquascaping. Loads of epiphytes, a few different varieties of Anubias, mosses, there's Bucophalandra, there's some Hemianthus Cuba, I think, maybe, as well. We're a bit out of focus, do apologise. Yeah, stunning scape. I understand that these have been grown in already, these tree stumps, if you like, whatever you want to call them, and they were put in the tank, and then I think the rock work was done, separately. And it's a really interesting thing about these live aquascaping contests. Some of the contestants will grow in things and hardscape pieces and transport them to the contest, so it's relatively easy to set your aquascape up, and other aquascapers will do it completely from scratch. So moving on to the fourth scape, Iwagumi layout, very, very strong rock work, and we've got a filter in there which is aerating the water, so it's a little bit kind of cloudy with all the bubbles. That's strong Iwagumi layout, using, by the look of it, quite fresh plants, so unfortunately don't look particularly neat and tidy like you would expect with a grown-in aquascape that's been maturing over the weeks and months. But I think they've done a great job at making it look mature, considering it's been set up from scratch. And then the final scape in this category, we call this a Ryoboku layout, which is wood dominated, obviously. In fact, I don't think there's any stonework at all. Very, very strong wood. Beautiful use of some plants there. Looks like emerged There's hair grass here, looks like some immersed form of Heliocaris perhaps. Staragini, and then we have, looks like Micranthemum Monte Carlo, sort of a transitional plant. Up to the wood, some beautiful graded gravels. I do like this naturalistic appearance with the graded gravels, looks really, really lovely. Some lovely mosses attached to the wood. Other epiphytes, we've got some Hygrophila pinnatophyta. And then if we can look from the back this way, we have this stem plant, this kind of chaotic, reedy looking stem plant is Pagotamon gayi, which is quite rarely used in the hobby. I might actually try it out myself. It is quite a beautiful kind of instant backgrounded plant. So it looks like some Blix here as well, and then more Staragini. Okay, moving on to the Nano category, and this is absolutely stunning. I love this. What a beautiful little scape. So much detail, and this is a really important thing with Nano aquascapes. It's all about the attention to detail, sense of scale, using fine textures, small plants, so that the tank doesn't look too small. Really, really steeply sloped soil there. Some stem plants, looks like Crotala macandra there on the left, the red plant. Some Staragini. Some, not sure what that other Rotala is at the top maybe. Lots of mosses, looks like Taxophyllum mosses attached to the twigs. Really nice use of Sirius stone. Good old Heliocaris mini in the foreground there on the left in the soil. And then they've got a real nice like cave effect with this. You can see this red in the distance. This is actually created by a display behind, but I think it looks great, doesn't it? It gives a real sense of depth, and something really cool for the fish to hang out, or the shrimp, just to get that extra sense of security. Really love this scape. Another strong scape. Let's get the exposure right for you. And again, really nice attention to detail with the fine textures. Really great sense of depth with this pathway running between the two kind of distinct halves of the aquascape. Nice use of Anubias at the front there. This is a common technique, so using larger textured leaves at the front of the scape and then finer textured leaves at the back, it creates this enhanced sense of depth, which looks great. So using some Bulbitis here, which looks nice, a nice filling plant. Let's have a, just there on the right. Stunning, really, really love this. It looks so much bigger than it really is. Strong scapes. Okay, number 3. Interesting layout. Nice use of, looks like someone smashed up some Sirius stone there to use as kind of graded gravel leading into the main stones behind. Lots and lots of Anubias, like a small variety of Anubias there. Loads of Bucophilandra there on the left. Let's go over to here, get a bit of an angle. And this is really popular in aquascaping right now, this use of really, really fine twigs. Really helps with this sense of scale and detail. Looks great. Okay, this one isn't lit so well. Iwagumi style. Interesting use of, I think that's a Lagonendra plant there. It's Bucophilandra. It's a nice, interesting stone, like a red kind of stone. Another Iwagumi, Dragonstone, Anubias, Java Fern. Quite a simple layout but effective. Nice use of open space there on the left. And this plant here, some of you might know what this is, Bulbitis deformis. Nice, really, really fine textured variety, species of Bulbitis. I actually struggle with it. I've tried it a couple of times and I find it really hard. Here we've got a guy scaping, leaving it to the last minute. Morning. Good luck.
Thank you, you too.
Cheers, mate. And here we have another Iwagumi layout, looking like we're using just the Micranthemum Monte Carlo there. Yep. Nice stones, not sure what types of stones these are. Peaceful. Okay, here we have another wood dominated layout. Quite chaotic, quite naturalistic. I do like this style. Yeah, very nice. Nice wood. Some stunning red plant here. I'm not sure what this is. Sheila, do you know what plant this is? The dark red leaf. Is it Barclaya longifolia?
I don't know. I am not good at identifying plants. It's a really lovely color though. That is...
It's like deep red crimson, isn't it?
Yeah, and I know whose tank that is.
Okay.
So if you want to know, we can have...
Yeah,
I can tell Amanda to go and talk to you about it.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Cool. It's very nice.
Yesterday, and it's like that.
It's really cool, isn't it? This is interesting layout, almost like a diorama style we call it. So literally copying a scene from nature, like a landscape scene with like a very kind of cave effect here. Very geometric style, almost Stonehenge-like use of stone. Interesting. This will get good points for innovation, I think. This is a nice classic sort of healthy planted tank, Iwagumi style, with a little bit of wood as well. So interesting. Nice use of colour. Really crystal clear water on this one. I do like crystal clear water. Nice use of moss there. Looks like Taxiphyllum spiky attached to the wood. Some nice Bucophalandras there in the centre. We have the Cryptocorini flamingo here, which is a very popular species of crypts, which stays pink. And then we have another beautiful kind of two-tone, duotone sort of crypt at the front there. I'm not sure what this is. I must speak with someone in the know. Some really cool plants that I've not seen before. Blixia japonica there on the right, and then we've got a few species of Rotala on the left. And then in the foreground here, we've got some Hygrophila araguayi, and then some Rotala indica, I believe, at the front there. A Rotala bonsai even. Work in progress on this one.
No, it's done.
Done, finished.
Putting the fish in, that's it.
Beautiful.
I'll get some clarifier in.
Excellent. So here we have a very interesting layout. We've got a skull with coniferous plants coming out the top. Very cool. Interesting. And then, I'm not even sure what plant this looks like. Lysimachia, maybe, this stem plant here. I've got a lovely betta, I didn't see him. Awesome, your betta fish, beautiful.
Oh,
yeah.
That's Karen Randall's fish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Famous fish.
Yeah, well, famous owner anyway. Oh, he's all angry. Oh, he's good.
Here we have an interesting layout, super sort of chaotic mix of plants. Actually works quite well, the colour works really well on this. It reminds me of like an autumn sort of forest scene almost. Those are little twigs which kind of blend in with the plants. Actually quite interesting layout, this one. Now here we have a great layout here, really nice use of hardscape here, right at the front of the scape to get this amazing sense of depth. You can almost walk through this pathway down here on the right. Real kind of complex textures going on here, really fine textures. Trident Fern, one of my favourites. Regular viewers will know all about Trident Fern by now. Bucophalandra there attached to the wood. Looks like Manzanita wood. More Bucophalandra, some more Bobitis deformis as well, excellent. Okay, moving on. We have more like a Dutch layout but with stones. So really heavy use of plants here. I do like a healthy looking planted tank. Looks like most of them in submersed form, so that's good. Makes it look a bit more mature. Here we have more of a diorama style, almost like a fantasy style I'd say, with a heavy use of cladophora moss balls. Interesting layout again, using this kind of pathway effect to get the sense of depth you can see there into the background. That's good. It's a shame the water's cloudy in some of these tanks. I'm judging at 1 o'clock. It's now 9:45, so they've got a few hours to clear the water. So hopefully that will all be fine. I do apologise for the background noise, guys. There's some sort of forklift truck behind me. Hopefully it's not spoiling the video too much. This is interesting. So we've got some plants going out the top, some emergent growth. Interesting use of wood and rocks. This is nice. It's got a backlight on this one. It's just exposure for you. There we go. So yeah, this is nice. I like this. This is again the use of the broader textured hardscape at the front, these big chunks of wood, and then this gives us an enhanced sense of depth. This pathway looks very realistic, twisty turny through the aquascape. Nice use of fine textured plants to get this attention to detail, this sense of scale. Not sure what's going on with this one. This is nice. This is my kind of style. Nice use of graded gravels here. I wonder, someone did say to me, oh, George Farmer's judging, so I'm going to escape like he does to win the contest. So I'm not sure if that's within the spirit of competition, but you know, fair play for trying. But this is nice island style. Trident Fern in the centre there, some Bucophilandra, some mosses, a little tiny piece of hydrocotyle tripartita there. Some looks like Rotala on the left. Some more Rotala, maybe Rotala HR on the right there. Another Iwagumi style with this classic pathway running to the back. Some looks like Ricardia, Camadrifolia there on the bottom of in the centre of the screen right now. Okay, the noisy forklift man's gone away now, that's a relief. So yeah, Iwagumi style, Diorama. So Diorama, just a refresher, is a style of aquascaping which is based on literally mimicking a landscape and transforming that into the aquarium. Not actually a huge fan of Diorama, I just think it's a little bit contrived. There's a lot of skill involved, etc. But I'm a big fan of like the classic nature aquarium style, which you guys will know by now if you've watched any of the videos that I've, the aquascapes that I've created myself. This is really nice, really nice attention to detail here. Nice use of light and shade. Really, I love this bit here. The way the wood kind of creeps over these stones, it's amazing. Really nice, strong layout. I have a tough time judging some of these. Kind of Iwagumi style with this sort of sandstony rock. So another kind of Iwagumi here. Lots of floating plants, Nubius, bit of a crazy substrate going on. No lights on this tank, but another Iwagumi. This is pleasant. Another kind of, I'd say, quite similar to my style again. Big piece of wood, ferns attached, crypts as well. We all love a crypt, don't we? Classic nature aquarium, beautiful. Really like this one. Here we have, looks like an Iwagumi. We've got some like big pebbles in here. Looks like a lily. This is nice. It's all about this attention to detail with these tanks. Use of fine textured plants, fine textured hardscapes, lots of different mosses, Nubius, Bucophilandras. Like quite a few of these style tanks here actually. It must be a bit of a trend, I would say. And this is really cool, isn't it? Look at this coming out the top of the tank. Not sure if this is going to be part of the judging criteria, but fair play for a kind of innovation, having some air plants popping out the top. Looks lovely. Another Iwagumi style. Fortunately, the planting looks a little bit ropey, but hardscape strong. Here we have a bit of a mess here. I'm guessing they're going to finish this one off today. Okay guys, that wraps it up for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed having a quick look at the live aquascaping event here at the Aquatic Experience, sponsored by the Aquatic Gardeners Association and Fluval. Let me know in the comments which was your favourite scape. I think there was some smashing scapes here. I can't wait to judge them. Let me know what your favourite is. You take care, keep on scaping. Cheerio.